Hello, beautiful people. I'm Clarity Bay, and welcome to my channel. In this reading, I'm going to tell you what vibes you give off to others. What form of vibration? What is your aura, your energy? So people can sense your vibe through your body language, your words, or your appearance. And vibes can be both positive and negative depending on who's receiving them. So in this reading, I am going to give you all the juicy details and I will not leave anything out. And please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video upload. But let's get straight into your reading. And please take one moment to meditate on the 4 piles here and calmly pick the one that draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful group 1, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, I'm going to tell you what vibes you give off to others. I'm talking about your vibration, your energy, your aura that is used in your everyday life. And people can sense your vibe through your body language, your words, or your appearance. And vibes can be both positive or negative depending on how they affect the receiver. So group 1, we're going to get into this. I will give you all the juicy details. I will give you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Group 1, please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video upload. And let's get straight into your reading. Group 1, you have chosen this amazing black tourmaline heart. And this stone, the tourmaline heart, is great for experiencing like metaphysical properties and really good for protection against negative energies as well. So let's get straight into your reading and let's find out what vibes that you give off. Group 1, you have the High Priestess. Okay, this is quite interesting because I can clearly see that people find you very mysterious. Okay, and secretive as well. So you give off the vibe that, it's not very easy to get to know you. Group 1, that is what people think, before even speaking to you or talking to you or getting to know you. But let's get more energy here. Spirit, give us the vibe that people pick up on group 1, Spirit. What is the vibe that group 1 is giving off? You have a ripeness. That is interesting. You also have completion. Makes plenty of sense, especially with the High Priestess energy here. You have ordinariness. And you have silence. Yes. Strong confirmation here with the silence card coming out and the High Priestess card representing that mysterious vibe, being very secretive. Okay, the ripeness energy here and the completion card are both high confirmation because ripeness represents that you are very well put together. You have that stable type of energy. Completion, meaning that people see you as the total package. Someone that has it all together. Your physical appearance is very well put together, as well as your mental and emotional energy and frequencies as well. The ordinariness, I can clearly see here that you give off the type of vibe that you're the type of person that will basically do things that are very peaceful. You give off that peaceful aura. Again, mysterious, mystical, but yet peaceful. Like you don't have any problem being alone, going at things alone as well. But let's get more energy. Let's find out more. And thank you, Spirit. And you guys, if my voice seems a little low today or a little different, it's because I have been doing so many readings for you guys. So you have crop circles. Yes, this is very interesting. The crop circles energy here tells me that people are very curious about you. Again, a strong confirmation with that mysterious, mystique energy of that high priestess. People are very curious about you. It also represents signs and messages here. You see how the crop circle is very mystical. So this is strong confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Very mystical. You don't know who made these crop circles. Where did they come from? When did it take place? So that's the energy, that's the vibe, the aura that you give to other people. A very mystical energy. Let's get more here. Thank you, Spirit. You have the Galactic Federation. So I can clearly see here that some of you may be in a type of position where you work with other people or some sort of collaboration, maybe something to do in the arts. So although you may be out in a community working with people, like they do get the vibe that they can work with you and that they can communicate with you, and you are a type of person that they could collaborate with, but yet still mystical. Okay, let's get more energy. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what type of vibe does group 1 give, Spirit, to others? You have the 5 of Wands. That's interesting. And you also have the Ace of Wands energy as well. Okay. So I can clearly see here with the 5 of Wands energy, this is representing, like people feel like you would be like an obstacle, like to not mess with you. It would be quite challenging if people tried to try you, to push your buttons, to taunt you. They would find it a challenge. So in other words, you give off that vibe, don't mess with me. I am not taking your ish. Not today, not tomorrow, not any day. We not having it here. Okay, group 4, that is the vibe that you give off. Like you would be a challenge for people, an obstacle to even try it, to even climb, okay? So with the Ace of Wands energy, I can clearly see here as well, though, you are a very good inspiration. You inspire people, actually, group 1, to be their best. So maybe some of you are very, like, again, into the arts, or you're writers. You post positive things on your social media. Nevertheless, you're very inspiring. You inspire people to create like new projects. And maybe it's because you're always working on something new. And also you represent that newness of type of person. You are a fresh, like you're a fresh type of human being. You're different, you know, you're not ordinary, you know, although you may do ordinary things. People sense that maybe you garden or you plant or you stay to yourself, but you are not ordinary when it comes to creativity, when it comes to always expressing something new. So even with like the way that you dress, it's very refreshing. And so that is part of the vibes that you give off as well. So let's get some more energy. Thank you, Spirit. You have Pisces. Highly confirmational here, group 1, because Pisces is the mystic. So you see that right there, correct? Can you guys see that on the card where it says the mystic? And what we spoke about earlier that Spirit gave us is that you guys are very mysterious. That's the first thing that I said in your reading with the High Priestess card that came out. So this is a strong confirmation here, is that you represent that mysterious energy. And I think I want to set Pisces here right next to the mysterious High Priestess energy here, because that's exactly what the High Priestess represents, being mysterious and also trusting your intuition, and Pisces as well. Very strong confirmation here. It also represents you being very healing. Again, we spoke about earlier that you're very healing, you're very inspirational, as well as dreamy. So it's something about your aura, your energy, your vibe, and maybe your eyes as well, that is very dreamy, your nature, okay? Also, people adore you. People actually adore you. Again, you give off that vibe that you're very approachable, but yet don't try you and do not test you. Group 1. Although you're very empathetic, okay? People get the vibe that, you're the type of person that they can talk to and come to with, a problem, and maybe you would have the solution to help them out. But yes, you're very adoring. You give off that spiritual vibe as well. Let's get more energy. Thank you. And some of you could be a Pisces sun, moon, or rising, or Venus and Pisces, or just that, strong water energy as well. That, healing energy, compassionate. So and even emotional as well. Let's get more into your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. You have the Lovers. Yes. So of course, with being mystical, with being compassionate, people sense that you have that sense of harmony about you. Again, the Lover's energy, it represents union. And specifically for someone looking at you in a romantic sense, you come off as like a romantic. You have a romantic aura about you. Okay. And you also have a vibration, very strong love vibration. Even someone that is seeing you from a romantic standpoint, from a partnership standpoint, sees you as someone that could be like a perfect lover to them. So let's get more energy here. Thank you, Spirit. You have the Devil. Ooh, so there's a duality to you that you give off. Group 1. There's that duality about you, that love, that desire. Also, some sort of like obsession. I can clearly see here that people they have a desire for you and some sort of obsession. At the same time, because you are very mystical, they fear you, okay? People fear you, but you give off a strong desirability, that attraction, okay? You attract a love partner like very easily. Something very seductive nature. Okay. So group 1, this does conclude your reading of the vibe that you give off to others. I hope this reading does inspire you and resonate with you. Please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They do warm my heart and make my day. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you guys can help to support my channel. I'm sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 2, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, I'm going to tell you what vibe you give off to others. Okay, now your vibe is your energy or your aura that you give off in everyday use. And people can sense your vibe through your body language, words, or appearance. Vibes can be both positive and negative depending on who receives them and how they affect the receiver. So group 2, let's get straight into your reading. I will give you all the juicy details and I will not leave anything out. Whatever spirit gives to me, I will give to you. Group 2, you have chosen this gorgeous rainbow moonstone. And what is amazing about your choice here is because the moonstone represents the crown chakra, okay? And it promotes imagination, creativity, compassion, endurance, and inner confidence. This is an excellent choice, a group 2. So let's find out, what vibes do you give off to others? You have the Emperor. This is quite interesting here. And the reason this is quite interesting is I can see that you give off the vibe of being, people respect you first off. So you give off that vibe of someone that is definitely a respected. You give off the vibe of like a leader. People see you as a leader of some sort. But let's get more energy and let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what vibe does group 2 give off to other, Spirit? You have guidance. This is quite confirming already. So we have leadership here and guidance. So people see you as, and they feel your aura as like being, a guiding, supportive person. Let's get more energy. Thank you, Spirit. You have projections. Okay. You have friendliness, which makes sense. This is quite confirming already with the guidance energy that came out. Let's get more. You have consciousness. Okay. Okay. This is making a lot of sense here because with the leadership energy that comes out, people see you as the head of, yourself, the head of an organization. The aura that you represent is like you're supportive, okay? You represent someone that is very like strategic in their thought. Even the way that you dress, people see you as well put together. So maybe some of you may wear the same color pattern, like different sorts, different shades of like burgundy or pink, like you'll have a light burgundy shirt, dark burgundy skirt or pants, and then a different color burgundy shoe, like very well strategically planned. Or you'll have on like blue and tan, completely. Never too much like, if you have on stripes, it will be the same type of stripe pattern. So you're very strategic, okay? This is the aura and the vibration that you give off. And people find you as very friendly with the friendliness energy here. Very approachable, someone that they can talk to. The projection energy, I could clearly see that a lot of people really look up to you and they want to either be like you in some sense, or they project themselves, onto you. They project themselves onto you. With the consciousness energy here, I could clearly see that you give off that vibe of knowing a lot about not only knowing who you are, but knowing a lot about life in general. Like you're very clear. You bring clarity to situations and you awaken other people's, interest in life. So maybe some of you are writers, singers, entertainers, sculptors, something to do with bringing information to others. But let's get more energy. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what vibe does a group 2 give off to others? You have the Tower. Okay, that's quite interesting. You also have the Hierophant. So yes, a lot of you are teachers, even in a natural sense as well as a literal sense. So you give off that vibe as having wisdom, and the Hierophant energy is strong confirmation of the conscious energy that Spirit just gave us here earlier. A few moments ago, yes, you give off that vibe of being very structural and a type of person that definitely has a lot of knowledge, a teacher, okay? And also the Emperor energy represents this teaching energy as well. Again, more confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. With the Tower energy here, this is about being enlightened. Okay, you give off the vibe of someone that definitely do not play with you, although you are very friendly. People do not want to cross you, or if they do it behind your back. And they don't want you to know, okay? Group 2, and I said I will tell you exactly how it comes out to me and how Spirit gives it to me. But yes, people feel like they better not cross you, because there will be a price to pay. Yes, so let's get more energy here. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what vibes do group 2 give off to other people? You have crop circles. So yes, you bring messages. You are people are very curious about you. Okay, so again, there's a mystique about you, there's a mystery about you, but you are a teacher of some sort. Okay, and people, a lot of people, although they may be in your circle with the crop circle energy, people, you still have that mystery about you, and they're very curious and very nosy as well. There are many people that do stalk your social media to get even more signs about you, to find out more about you. Let's get more energy here. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. You have starseed. Okay, so this is about your identity. This is about your self-identity. Again, this is also representing projections and how people, they kind of see themselves in you. But you give off the vibe, something about your aura is very colorful, okay? Very, very down to earth as well. Let's get more energy here. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. You have the Empress, which is quite interesting because you have the Emperor here and you have the Empress here. Now, with the Empress and the Emperor coming out, there is that creative aura that you give off. People feel that you're very creative, and not only that, with your creativity, they feel like you're very abundant, and they also feel like you're a good parent. You give off that good vibe of being a very good parenting, like your parenting skills are just top of the line. You're one of the best parents out there. Group 2, if you do have children, and this is the energy and the vibe that you do give off. Let's get more energy here. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. You have 6th house and craft. So this is very interesting with Spirit giving us the information that you're very creative, because the 6th house represents craft. It represents also like your well-being. So people feel like you are very, you give off a vibe that you take care of yourself very well, and that you have these daily rituals that you practice as well. Okay, a daily health ritual is what people pick up from you. that you kind of like have a pristine lifestyle. Let's get more energy here. Thank you, Spirit. You have Venus. Okay, so Venus is the planet that represents love. It represents beauty. So I can clearly see that you're definitely a very beautiful person from the inside out. Venus represents harmony and romance. So you do give off that romantic vibe as well. A very charming aura and energy. And Venus, again, it represents luxury and wealth, and as well as the Empress card here coming out, as well as strong confirmation, because the Empress, again, represents abundance, you know, and being fruitful, fertile as well. And Venus does as well, representing luxury and wealth here. So you give off that vibe as being very wealthy, luxurious. You're very magnetic. People are just drawn to you because of your sensuality energy, okay? And being very romantic as well. So group 2, this does conclude your reading of the vibe that you give off to others. I hope this reading does inspire you and resonate with you. Please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They do make my day and especially warm my heart. Also, take one moment to click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message that I do upload. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 3, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, I'm going to tell you what vibe that you give off to others. What is your aura? What energy that you represent in your everyday life? What do people pick up on you? Because people can sense your vibe through your body language, your words, or your appearance. And vibes can be both positive and negative, depending on how they affect the receiver. So group of 3, let's find out what is going on. But take one moment to click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Group 3, let's get straight into your reading. You have chosen this gorgeous turquoise heart stone, okay? And what's so beautiful about this stone is this stone represents the throat chakra and the third eye chakra, bringing you even more tranquility, wisdom, as well as even producing more positive energy and flushing out that negative energy. So let's find out what vibes group 3 do you give off to others. You have the Lovers. Okay. So straight off, group 3, I could clearly see that you give a very like romantic vibe. Okay, you guys give off that romantic vibe. You also give off that vibe of like that deep love, you know, as well as being in a partnership with someone, you know, a deep partnership connection vibe. Like when people meet you, or if they don't even know you, they feel like instantly like you're in a deep love relationship. So let's get more energy. Let's find out more. Spirit, what vibe does group 3 give off to others? Spirit, what vibe? You have conditioning. You also have the Fool. This is quite interesting. Okay. You have awareness. And you have experience. Okay. Okay. Yes. This is giving a better picture here. But of course, we're going to get more. But let's start with the conditioning card that came out. So with this energy, you give off the type of vibe that, you know, that you're easy to approach. You're approachable, okay? Because you give off a warm energy, an energy of like you're able to connect with others. The Fool energy gives off the vibe that you're very free-spirited. So even like by the way that you dress, you know, you come off as very free-spirited, very friendly, open-minded as well. Okay, so the experience energy and the awareness energy is pretty much one and the same, and also a confirmation here in your reading group 3. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. So with the experience energy, you give off a vibe that you're someone that knows something about, you know, everything. Like you're very well experienced in whatever it is that you do, that they feel like you're a master at it. And with awareness, people pick up the vibe, this vibe and this aura that you can kind of like see through them. Like you can see right through them, like you know what they're thinking. You can read their minds. You have an awareness about you. You have an awareness about your environment. And people feel like they cannot pull the wool over your eyes so easily. So let's get more energy here. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. Let's find out more. Spirit, what vibes do group 3 give off? You have earth element. Okay. So again, this is representing someone that, you know, is approachable, someone that is warm-hearted. And maybe some of you are earth signs, such as Virgo, Taurus, as well as Capricorn. Okay, and these signs could be in your 3 main placements, sun, moon, or risings, as well as your Venus signs. Okay, so people, you give off the vibe that you're very reliable and that you're survivalistic, you know, and you as well as adaptable. Again, very approachable vibe, aura. Let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. You have shadow self. Okay, so with the shadow self energy coming out, this is quite interesting because the shadow self is representing like projection. I feel like people, especially people in your circle, maybe project their energy onto you. Okay, creating some sort of denial within themselves. And this is about people that are close to you and people that know you. So let's get more. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what vibe does group 3 give off to other people? Thank you, Spirit. You have the Tower. You also have Page of Cups. Okay. So what I find quite interesting here, especially with the Page of Cups energy, and I'll get to the Tower energy in a moment, but I just want to let you know that the Page of Cups energy is about like a new love, the lovers. Okay, so the Page of Cups energy and the lovers here is a strong confirmation on how you give off like that relationship vibe. Like you would be someone that would be in a relationship. And the Page of Cups energy here is representing like a new lover. So I could clearly see here that there is like a new lover that is consistently in your energy vibration, that people see you as the one. Someone that they could be in a relationship with, that connection. And the Tower energy here clearly tells me that also you give off that warm vibe. You also give off that vibe that you are not to be messed with. You're not to be taunted. You're not to be played with. Okay, group 3. Okay, because if that does take place, there will be some sort of upheaval. Okay, there will be some sort of price to pay for someone that, you know, that disrespects you. okay? And maybe not so much in such a violent manner, but I clearly see that people feel like that if they cross you in the wrong way, that you will cut them off. You'll stop speaking to them like abruptly, immediately. You don't have any problem with that whatsoever. And I feel like it's because of your warm heart and your warm nature, and you're such a sincere lover, okay? And your integrity is really high, that you're not about, disrespect of any kind. So let's keep going. Let's get more energy for you. Thank you, Spirit. You have second house assets. So I can see with second house, this is a house in astrology in your birth chart, in the birth chart. And this house represents like your assets, the things that you own, your possessions. So, but I also can see that you give off that like a high value energy. Okay, people see you as like high value, a high value person, and people also feel like you give off of like you're very talented in whatever it is you do. You're very talented at it, and people feel that you also have like lots of possessions, like you have like great finances and things like that. So some of you probably do drive like one of the newest cars, like a Tesla, or even a higher end car, or you live in a very beautiful place, or even just a nice place in general. And it doesn't even have to be expensive, but because of the type of pictures that you put up, maybe you're out in nature, people feel that you give off that wealthy vibe about you. So let's get more energy. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. Let's find out more. Pile 3. Spirit, what vibes do pile 3 give? What vibes, Spirit? You have 10 of Wands. And you also have Ace of Wands. Wow, okay. So you give off the vibe that you are a very career-driven person. Type of person that definitely loves to travel with this Ace of Wands energy. And again, this talks about you being able to cut off people and begin anew. The Ace of Wands represents beginnings. So you give off that vibe that you don't have no problem starting over. The 10 of Wands energy, you also give off the vibe that you do work a lot, that like you do have like a lot of demands on you, and that sometimes you could be burdened and overloaded due to your demands and your career and things like that. But overall, your overall vibe and energy and aura is that you're a very warm-hearted person, a lover to someone that is romantically interested in you. You're a lover. You have that lover magnetism about you, that partnership relationship energy. But you're also not to be played, not to be messed with. Group 3. So group 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does inspire you and resonate with you. Please take one moment to leave a comment below and click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video upload. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 4, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, I'm going to tell you what vibe you give off to others. Okay, because group 4, your energy or your aura in everyday use, people do sense it and they pick it up through your body language, your words, your appearance. Now, vibes can be both positive or negative. It just depends on who the person is that receives the vibe. So let's get into your reading. But please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video upload. Group of 4, you have chosen this gorgeous rose quartz heart here. Okay, and what's so beautiful about the rose quartz heart, this represents the heart chakra, and it's a stone of the heart, a crystal of unconditional love, tenderness, and healing. So let's get into your reading and let's find out, what vibes do you give off, group 4? You have the Father of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so this is strong earth energy. This is strong energy representing you being like down to earth, okay? A leader of sorts, you know. Some of you could have even prominent earth energy in your birth charts, such as Taurus, Capricorn, as well as Virgo energy. Okay, so you could have that strong earth energy in your sun, moon, or rising signs as well. So you give off the energy of like a very reliable person here, and also a person of substance. But let's get more. Let's find out more here. And thank you, Spirit. Let's get more. Spirit, what vibes do group 4 give off to other people, Spirit? You have Knight of Wands. Okay, so I could clearly see there's a fire nature about you as well. You have 8 of Swords here. Okay, and you also have 8 of Pentacles, as well as the Page of Pentacles. Again, lots of strong Pentacles energy here, representing abundance, representing lots of talent. You give off that energy that you have like lots of money, group 4, which is very good to say the least, because the energy of abundance, if you have that energy of abundance, more abundance does flow to you. So the 8 of Pentacles specifically represents someone that has the aura of being highly educated, and people feel like you have like great achievements and that you work really hard as well, but you also get good results from your hard work. Okay, the Knight of Wands energy here represents you having like your very strong fire energy regarding you as well, and you have a like very good intuition. So people sense that you can like read their minds, like you know what they're thinking. So they're very cautious around you, or should I say conscious, not cautious, because you do give off that warm vibe and that down to earth energy. So definitely not cautious, but conscious. People feel like they should be conscious around you because they feel like you can see right through them and read their minds as well, with the Knight of Wands energy representing a high intuition. With the 8 of Swords energy here, this is about, sometimes you could get a bit frustrated. So people feel like that you definitely can get frustrated at times. Okay, and very anxious, very anxious as well. Again, the Page of Pentacles here representing money, representing your talents. People feel like you give off that vibe of being very abundant, very skilled. Very skilled. Okay, so let's get more energy. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. Let's find out more. Spirit, what vibes do group 4 give off to other people, Spirit? What vibes? You have the Chariot. This is quite interesting. And you have the 4 of Swords, okay? And this is interesting because this represents like the four of Swords energy represents like wanting to retreat from others, having to have that alone time, to take the time out to, take care of yourself, to recover. So people feel like you will retreat. You know, you give that vibe that you will retreat. You will take that time off to, you know, of like social media. Even people that are close to you, they know to leave you alone when you pull back your energy. The Chariot energy here, this energy clearly tells me that you're about that action. You take action. You give off the aura and that you will take action. You are the type to move forward. And this is strong confirmation here with the Page of Pentacles. I find it very interesting that I lay out the Chariot card under the Page of Pentacles card here, representing the Page of Pentacles, again, representing the vibe of you having just skills at whatever it is that you're doing and receiving monetary value for your skills and your talent here. And the Chariot being a change maker, someone that really does take action. You walk the talk. If you talk it, you walk it. Pile 4. And people get that. And people get the vibe that you don't sit still. So let's get more energy. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. You have MIB. Okay. So I could clearly see that people are definitely intimidated by you. And this is also, this is about they're intimidated because of the, again, like this Father of Pentacles energy, representing like your leadership role. You know, people don't want to cross you at all because I feel like you guys will debate with someone as well as speak your mind. And so people do get kind of intimidated with you. So let's get more energy. Let's find out more. You have crop circles. And this is about being curious and signs and messages. So again, like with this crop circle energy here, people are very curious about you. So there's something very mysterious about you as well. And some sort of signs that you give off to people. You know, and I feel like that sign is, you know, that it comes from your strong intuition of you being able to read people really well. Okay, let's get more energy. Let's find out more. Thank you, Spirit. You have a first house, which represents the self. So you give off the aura of having like strong self-confidence. Some of you have very nice, strong physical bodies, and you give off the energy of having like high self-esteem as well. So yes, you give off the aura of being like very philosophical. You have a very good self-image. Some of you may be like even social media influencers. Also, you give off the vibe of being like, you know, you have very strong opinions as well. You give off the aura of being like very self-aware. Let's get more energy. You have Mercury, communication. And this is very strong confirmation with Spirit just giving us the message of people feeling that you have very strong opinions, because Mercury is the planet of communication. Mercury also represents the sign Gemini. So with it representing a Gemini, that is a very friendly vibe. Air sign, air energy as well. A very good communicator. You're very good with your words, your thought patterns as well. Some of you could be writers, analysts, songwriters, something to do with reporting as well, but nevertheless, a very strong communicator. You could also have Gemini placements, Sun, Moon, or Rising, as well as Venus in Gemini. So let's get more energy. Let's find out more here. Thank you, Spirit. Let's find out more. You have ripeness. So this clearly tells me that people, you give off that energy of being like very well put together, very well spoken. The way that you dress, your dress is very well put together as well. Very approachable, okay? You have ordinariness. So yes, you're very approachable. People feel like you're the type of person that love and appreciate the ordinary things in life, the simple things in life. Let's get more energy here. Thank you, Spirit. You have consciousness. So this is a very strong confirmation in your reading, especially with the Mercury planet card coming out and being a very great communicator, being very aware of the consciousness energy here. People feel like that you can actually pick up on their vibes, like you know what's going on around you. You can pick up on other people's feelings, on how they feel inside as well. So you're very like in touch and self-aware. And that also showed with the first house coming out in your card here of self. So this represents you being like very aware and very conscious. This is a strong confirmation with the first house and consciousness here. The first house is the house in astrology representing our consciousness, you know, our physical body, our outlook on life. So this is very strong confirmation for your reading as well, group 4. So again, with the ripeness energy, people feel like you're just a total package. They get the sense that you have everything all together. Very talented, like very educated as well, a hard worker, and, you know, very warm, but they also feel like, you know, some people are very intimidated by you as well. So group 4, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does inspire you and resonate with you. Please leave a comment below. I do love reading your comments. Also, take the time to click that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video upload. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.